Just got word. Nick Cage coming to light the beam.
Oh,
he's on his way. I don't know if he's going to get. Well, I don't know if he's going to get here in time. That's the thing. So we might have to just let it.
We might have to let it.
He was very happy we knew all his movies.
And we left a lot out. Con Air, was another great one. There were just so many good ones. All right, let's light the beam. Let's get this thing going because last night was wild. Who lit it last
I lit the beam. They ended up firing Mike Brown and ended up on a 6-game losing streak.
You got to keep lighting. You must keep lighting.
Ready?
The honor is yours.
Yeah, for sure.
In the middle of a 5-game win streak.
3-2-1, go! Yes! Sean,
I jumped the gun. I jumped the gun.
We didn't do
it was 3-2-1. We got it. All right. We finished last night's game about 45 minutes ago, it feels like. So break it down for us, Sean Cunningham. It was quite exciting.
It was quite exciting. It was fun because you had Oakland, no longer Oakland. You had the Athletics sitting courtside, and then it's like, we're going to come courtside, check out a Kings game.
And how about this? It goes extra innings.
It goes
for the baseball players. It went extra innings.
Free basketball for everybody. There's those Oakland A's. Brent Rooker just signed a big contract. J.P. Sears, Lawrence Butler, and J.J. Bleday and Mark Kotze were in the Kings hat. All of them ended up with Kings jerseys, and they absolutely were into the game. But this one was incredible. Playing another game without De'Aaron Fox out with that glute contusion.
Yeah, I mean, come on with the glute.
That's it.
Right.
That's a butt bruise.
Yeah. Fresh off of a 30-point win over the Warriors, and these guys, got a little clunky early on. They fall behind 17 in the fourth. And it takes guys like Keon Ellis just coming out and absolutely making defensive plays to take this into double overtime where DeMar DeRozan would score 9 straight points and put it away.
All right, now I wasn't at the game. Obviously, you guys were because, Scott, you have to be at every single game. And I think you're there pretty much every game. Anyway, I was at home for this one. I need to have like a camera roll. I need to take some video because when they went down 17 in the fourth, I was literally screaming at the TV.
Yep.
I was telling Doug how to coach.
Yeah.
I was going crazy. And then I'm like, all right, stop, Gary, just stop. And then they slowly started to come back. And I'm like, oh, my God. And then it became...
You're not alone. I think if we had you, you're up to a heart monitor. I bet your blood pressure would have been through the roof.
Yep.
Fans were like, well, look, there were moments in Scott, you can attest this, fourth quarter overtime, the ball kind of stops. DeMar DeRozan is like working. Everyone's like, oh no, he hasn't had a great game shooting. Clunky a little bit. He would put up a brick, and all of a sudden the guys would score on the other end. And this is looking in doubt. And then all of a sudden when DeRozan gets going in that double overtime game, it's like this is why he was brought here.
Yes.
To stabilize the team, to get to the free throw line and hit those shots. It was really magical.
Because look, this is what we were talking about this earlier. There are things that, yes, I think people are having to get used to with DeMar. Does he slow the offense down a little bit? Certainly he does. But sometimes you want the offense slowed down a little bit, and we saw good examples of when you need it and why.
Yeah.
And so seeing him put in work that way. But look, my favorite thing about that is everybody contributed a big moment right at the end. Doug was yelling to everybody, "This is your time to be great. Be great. This is your chance to be great." It was so awesome. He gives me the chills listening to him.
Me too.
But Domas, Keegan hits a big shot. Keon with multiple implications to the game.
14 deflections.
That's unbelievable.
Defensively, that's a crazy number. That's Ron Artest-like.
Yep.
That's Bruce Bowen-like.
Yeah.
And we're talking about Keon Ellis, who is an undrafted player, an undrafted free agent that comes to Sacramento. And
he's signed now.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, he's good to go. And you know what? No more DNPs. That can't happen. You have a different regime in there now.
Mm-hmm.
And, you mentioned Doug Christie, man. One of the things about Doug Christie, everyone's like, what's different? It's like, schematically, pretty much the same. Rotationally, pretty much the same. Everything they're running, pretty much the same. It's Doug's messaging, the way he doesn't harp on the negative. He doesn't point out mistakes all the time. It's all, hey, you made a mistake, we're on to the next one.
I love when he runs out there and hugs the guys.
Yeah.
Like when Ellis missed the free throw, he ran out, said, bro, it's okay, no big deal. And a lot of these guys were saying that sometimes he gets a little carried away and transitions into the player.
Yeah.
And he thinks he's a player, and that's what I love.
He had to be restrained by Domas in the Warriors
I know,
game.
think of that, because is there a way to put a uniform on him? Because there's no coaches that wear uniforms. He should wear the uniform.
Don't give him that idea. If you give him that idea, he is 100% doing it.
And how about Liz for being locked in? Right before the game, smelling salts.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
You asked him a question about it, too.
Yeah, what is that? Because I saw that 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I knew he had done it, but it was the first time I think that the camera had really saw it. And he's like, yeah, I've been doing it, forever. Even as assistant coach, you guys are just paying attention to me now. I'm just like, what's it do for you? He's like, instant wake up. He's like, I haven't been sleeping. I've been head coach now. I haven't been sleeping. Instant wake up.
Well, he's watching a lot of video.
Wow, we got to get some smelling salts sometimes for the show.
Be careful with those smelling salts.
All right. But I saw him do it. Yeah, right on the sideline.
Give us a little breakdown. They now head out on the road for a long time. Next home game isn't until 9 days from today.
Yeah, so the 16th, I believe, it's the Thursday. It's a national TV game against Houston. But on Friday, you're going up against the Celtics. These guys, just incredible. They're scuffling right now. They're only 5-5 in their last 10. They've fallen now, I think 5 games behind Cleveland in the Eastern Conference to second place. But if there was ever a time for the Kings to try to extend this win streak, this is when you want to grab the Celtics, when they've kind of scuffled a bit.
And when you're heating up.
Right, and absolutely. And De'Aaron Fox will probably be back for this game. I think that glute contusion will be healed by then. He suffered that against the Memphis game the other night. And then you're off to Chicago, and I can't remember the other one after that. Milwaukee.
Yeah, then they got Milwaukee. So there's 3 tough games because the Bulls are playing pretty good ball as well, too.
DeRozan makes his return.
All right, a slow climb. I love this part right here, too. 18 and 19 now, which is good. But if you look up to 6, I mean, they're just 2 games in the win column away from 6 and 5. I mean, it's still tight.
What a difference a week can make, seriously, in the NBA. Because you can go from everything's dreary, you just fired your coach, to all of a sudden now you're 5-game win streak. You're 5-1 under Doug Christie. Things are feeling so much different. You've made up so much ground in that time.
Is it too early for people to be eating crow who said that this was the end of the demise of the franchise and everything's going to crumble?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, go ahead. Yeah, give him a huge heaping portion of it.
There are a lot of those people.
And how about the whole Keegan thing? Saying, we got to trade Keegan. He's no good anymore. I mean, reading all these articles like the Iowa guy, whatever. He's playing great now.
He's playing fantastic.
Looks phenomenal.
Just keep shooting the ball. Shoot the ball a little bit more. But defensively, he's been there. He's been one of their best defenders all season long.
One of my favorite commands of Doug Christie to Keegan Murray. Baby boy, just shoot.
Baby boy.
Baby boy, shoot it. That's what he tells him. That's what he tells him.
Because he's a player and not the coach.
Well, because that's what he used to say to Hito. That's what he used to say to Peja. I can remember vividly hearing Doug Christie say that to those guys.
Baby boy.
I love this
He calls
guy.
a lot of people baby boy.
I like it.
He said that to me when I was in the locker room reporting on the Kings. He goes, baby boy, get out of here. Get out of here. I don't want to talk to you.
Snapped you with a
I
towel.
don't want to talk to you, baby boy.
Friday, January 20th, 4:30. Tune in. Boston Celtics will take on the Kings in Boston. Should be a good one.
All right, 10:52. That means it's time for a commercial break.
Let's go.
All right, we'll be right back.